What's up, party people? It is the First Storyteller. Welcome back. I am your AI bard, experimental creator extraordinaire, back with another Friday update since I missed a Friday. It's okay. We do our best. We're human. For now. This last week has kind of been a lot with the release, so let's just talk about how I've been post-release. The feelings kind of been all over the place, right? Because it's the first time I've released anything, and it's still me trying to be consistent online, so I'm still really, not great at it. The algorithms don't love me. That's perfectly fine. So all the numbers are low, and, just I'm letting things cruise and do their thing, which is just perfectly fine. But post-release, it's definitely been a wind-down week for me. Because I've been cranking out on this album, so I definitely took this week to just kind of play around and have fun. But it's resulted in some good things, which we're going to talk about. But before we jump into all the cool stuff, also got a new haircut, which I'm loving. I think it's better than the last one. I just wanted to say something about it because I've thoroughly been enjoying it. You'll probably see me play with it a lot because filming still makes me nervous. Don't ever think that it doesn't. Also, as you can see, I have this nice little background poster wall. It means a lot to me. I kind of have a video that I think I'm going to post from a little while ago when I did it and put that up too. Not that it's a super big deal. It just means a lot to me, especially as an AI content creator, to have all of my non-AI artwork up that has inspired me all this time. So with all the obvious stuff out of the way, I just want to jump into the update. So what have I been working on? With the album 1 release, the work is never finished. Though I did take a little bit of a break. It is that question of what are we doing next? So it's been a week. My thoughts, where are we? So video. I definitely want to be doing video for this album. I keep going back and forth between music videos and full-length movie because I have most of a film degree that I don't plan on finishing, and I love film, and I've always loved film, and just, my creative ass has to do too much anyway. So I really do want to do a film. I just know the limitations of AI, which we can jump into later, but really the big ones are just going to be character consistency, luck of the draw with generations, cost of generations, stuff like that. Is it feasible? It is going to be a long-term project. Historically, I don't do well with super long-term projects. When it comes to the actual music part of the album, that part did take about 6 weeks to make, which is such fast turnaround time. And I think that there are definitely parts in the album where you can tell, for sure. But I think overall, 6 weeks is, 1, remarkably fast, and 2, for how the album turned out and everything in it, I really do still stand by it. 100% I stand by the album, how it turned out, quality, and everything. AI-isms and all. There are costs, and that is one of the costs. When it comes to video generations, it's kind of a whole different ballgame from music generations, and it is going to take extensively longer for that consistency, and I don't do well with those long projects. Case in point, book I'm writing still, first draft. I'm going to be putting, just for the moment, an indefinite pause on it. I do still want to do it a crap ton, but for the moment, I don't want to leave it open and hanging. I'm probably still going to work on it here and there, but as far as anybody else is concerned, it's on pause. I'm not pushing it at the moment because it's such a long turnaround time. It requires a lot of editing. Something that I think you can't compromise with the speed on when it comes to the AI generations is just how much it affects prose and writing still, with things, the LLMs, the large language models, your ChatGPTs, your Venice, your Grok, your Claude. For now, when it comes to my book, I'm going to take a pause until I think, maybe until some of the large language models are a little bit more apt to handle it. What else am I working on? I started an Instagram AI art challenge, which has been a ton of fun. Muse Challenge 2026. I want to thank y'all for having me. If anybody else who's really into AI art sees this, wants to jump on, I'm going to have all the information in the description and who for you to contact, because everybody has been really inviting and really great. I'm just really bad with names and remembering things just off the top of my head. So I have a paper full of notebooks. As I have a notebook full of notes right here, full of stuff that I want to talk about, because I'm really bad at this. You guys are definitely going to be seeing some video come out for the album. It's definitely the direction that I want to go towards the most at the moment. That being said, I very much have a heart with the muses, and when they hit me with inspiration, they hit me with inspiration, which is a big reason why I did this Instagram art challenge, because it's just absorbed every ounce of my creative curiosity that I can muster. But I do feel that winding down a little bit. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still going to be posting it and participating, but I know that I don't have something that's just like captured me at the moment. I'm hoping with doing the film for the album that that's going to be the thing, especially as the ball gets rolling, or at least I'll get an idea if I just want to do music videos or film, do the AI film. The whole thing's still going to be AI. My whole plan for that is Kling at the moment. But again, we're going to see. There's things a little bit up in the air. I'm still figuring it out. But that's general plan. We like plans. This is just a longer video as a whole. I'm going to be having the whole thing posted on YouTube because I just think that's a lot easier for me. And then I'll have all the snippets on the other socials, which is fine. But this is going to be part of a larger video. And this is going to be the part where I talk about some opinions that I have. And I'm going to try to keep it really, really, really short on each one. Mostly because I don't want to rant and I don't want to wander, and I want to be really, really concise, because I don't think that these are like major stances about anything. I think that these are just important, broader things for people to be thinking about that we don't think about. These are like zoom outs that I want people that I think about, that I think other people may enjoy thinking about. And all that good stuff. So let's just start. Number one, right? Let's just start with why I want to do this. And that is social media marketing and social media templates and all this stuff. As I have put out this album, I constantly think to myself, how am I going to market this album? And let's just focus on just the social media stuff, because there are definitely ways that everybody is doing it right now. And a lot of it includes these overused templates about backstage passes, these overused templates about if I made it into your feed. I'm just tired of templates. I'm tired of stuff like that. And I really think that if you want to support these artists that you care about, you could be using their music. I think that's something that would help me a lot. And I just think, I don't know, I want to see more creativity and more ideas. We're just stifled for creativity and imagination. And even between analog artists, I saw this artist who was making pottery of some really cool stuff, but it's like this, as I went through the feed looking for all of their cool stuff, it's literally just the same stuff over and over and over and over and over again. And I know, like, when you chat GPT this, when you AI this stuff, that's how they say to get the algorithms to work. But honestly, the problem's starting to be that, like, we aren't even making content of quality anymore. And that's everybody. That's not AI or analog, that's both. Like, we aren't making quality things for people. And that's why I want to make these kinds of little short segmenty things, because I think that giving ideas, quality ideas and opinions, is not only helpful for people as individuals, because keeping those creative juices flowing is really important. Being told you're wrong is also really important, although we're going to see how that goes with the online stuff, because I haven't faced a lot of that yet. But being told you're wrong is very important, and we should get used to more of that, if wrestling has taught me nothing else. So let's talk about marketing ideas, right? What am I thinking? Well, when it comes to social media, giving the ideas and giving opinions and being personable and talking and trying to connect with people, finding ways to connect with people through the digital and still be very human, that's a big one. And when I do think about connecting, being connective, and being human, I also start thinking about real life, IRL. I think about the videos that we see of people in parks, people demoing their songs on the street with people, just talking with people in public. And I think about that kind of stuff for my art all the time. What can I do? I don't want to be just out there blasting my music for people. It's AI, so I'm not exactly going to be performing it. What could I do? Stuff like that. I think talking to people about AI is really interesting, but I know that it can be really divisive and it comes off aggressive when it shouldn't, we should just be allowed to be curious with each other. I just had a conversation about newsletters, because in the writing sphere, the expectation is that you write newsletters, but I've had thoughts about between the album and the book, instead of having a newsletter because people don't like to read newsletters, and authors literally have to be like, oh, don't worry, I'm not going to send you spam. Well, that sucks that there's still this expectation of like, I need to send you a newsletter, but also like, don't find me annoying. I keep thinking about websites and how can we make going to a website more of an experience. We're creators. And I know I said that word weird, but we're creators. And we keep being like, I made a book, I'm done, how do I give it to you? And that's fine, or an album, or whatever. And that's fine, but like, how do you draw people in to begin with anyway? That's always been the task and the art of storytelling, is the hook. How do you draw people in? And so I think about like websites. What more could we do instead of just having blez with authors and da-da-da-da-da? Right? I could put all this information on a website for people to read, but that's not interesting and that's not entertaining for anybody. So how can I do that stuff? How can I make my website entertaining for people? I really want to, I keep getting visions of this website that you go into that is like almost like a swirling vortex, and like you can like almost like use the mouse to like go down a path or something. It's just, I know it sounds weird and visually probably no one else sees it, but it would look different. So that way when you got to the page, it would be different. When it comes to like busking, I think about music videos. I think about this possible AI film I want to do for the album, and I think about going out with TVs and playing it, or like how can like I project it so people can watch it. How crazy would that be to like you just like project your shit on the side of a building and people just like watch as they go by, and it's like an advertisement, then you just walk away. I'm just saying, like, there are things we don't think of. Like, you've got to be creative. That's about the ingenuity that I talk about being creative and these things. So those are some ideas that I've been playing with as far as marketing and some different stuff that we as creators can all do and can try, because I am so tired of seeing these stupid templates. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And so, yeah, that's why I want to make all these little short things. I want them all to be informational and also so you can get to know me as an artist. So, getting to know me as an artist, I really want to talk about this poster wall. I made a big video. I've talked about how I haven't posted it. I still really want to post it. I just posted it on YouTube, and you might just have to go there to see it. But the long and short of it is this. There's a lot of posters. There's probably about 250 to 300 posters. And it's from 15 years of my con-going life. And this is all basically pre-AI. I actually really don't even buy art since AI has come out, just because it's that kind of economy and I really haven't been going to conventions except for wrestling. That being said, I have been so influenced by analog artists, graphic artists, creators, fanfic creators, writers, cosplayers, skit writers, and like, I can't even tell you. Like, I grew up online with YouTube, with the internet, and creating has influenced me so much. And so many people want to go online and they want to create and they want to influence, and we don't have ideas on how to do that. And I am influenced and I have ideas, and it wouldn't be without all of these artists and the writers of amazing video games, of movies, of books, of comics, of manga, of anime. The list goes on, and the incredible talents and skills that people have. And I know that creating something new and original is hard, and you don't have to do that. You just have to believe in what you're making and what you're doing and be authentic about that. I think we get too wrapped up in the grind of the algorithm and trying to make money in the economy and wanting to survive off of the skills and our crafts that we love so much. And I am right there with all of you on that exact same thing. And I think the trick is to give some opinions and advice about it. And my opinions and advice about it, honestly, is to put yourself, you, authentically you, more on it. Because I'm finding as I create more and I'm having more artists, more musicians, more creators come across my feed, I'm going to look through people's stuff, and half of it is just reused. And then all of the original stuff doesn't have anything to it. Like the art, like, I'm here for the art. I love the art pages that put stuff and big blurbs, but I get that you can't do that every time. And I can also tell when it's totally kind of phoned in. Like, we know when we're phoning it in. We know when we don't have our heart in it, and we know when we're just like complaining or just doing what we think should be there. I just think that if we were talking about more stuff that we personally that we cared about and we're passionate about, and we're less worried about these consistency algorithms and making sure, I'm not sure. I don't want to set anyone up for failure, because clearly my feed isn't exactly killing it, which is fine. I'm figuring it out. But I just have this theory. If I'm sitting here wanting more that allows me to connect with these creators, that, number one, I've always been influenced by artists and creators and musicians, but two, they're not even delivering on anything that's authentically them, then I'm sorry, we already live in a world of AI and performance anyway. There is nothing authentic. Even if you're making clay pots, but all you're doing is crying about it. Sorry, it was just the specific one that I saw, so I'm sorry, but it was annoying. It means a lot to me because I know that AI and analog artists fight. And I just want to share, as an AI content creator, how much analog artists and art as a whole means to me and has affected my entire life. Because I don't think we connect the two sides, or we really connect how we got here. But the fact of the matter is if you're using AI to make art, you've probably been touched by art your entire life by people who never used AI. The same way that evolution of technology, of transportation, of art tools has always changed over the span of time. And I know that this feels different. I don't think it's any different. But I just want to have a reminder out there that every artist, regardless of your style or what you're doing, whether you're making pottery, whether you're making sweaters, whether you're doing carpentry, or you're making little Pokemon terrariums, like, I don't care what it is. It's all art. Everyone is an artist, and we should be more concerned with the art we're making, the stories we're telling, and what it is that we're putting out in the world. On the topic of marketing and connectivity and creativity, I got a really important lesson from this Disney movie, Hoppers, that I thought was terrible, because I have to watch a lot of Disney movies with my son. I just thought that the movie had a lot of conflicting and confusing messaging, just for me personally. But that being said, something that they said in the film that I thought was really good and really important was to be a part of something bigger. I think a lot of us feel really alone and really disconnected and really disjointed. Part of that being with our social media crap and our not doing our face-to-face and not putting our faces and ourselves out there and being honest and authentic and trying our best with good intention. And so with all that in mind, what I want to do is I want to be a part of something bigger. I want to collaborate. I've talked about my interest in my participation in the Muse Challenge 2026. That's an attempt to be part of something bigger and collaborate, but I also want to tell everybody, anyone who comes across my channel, if you want to collaborate in any way, literally we could sit down and talk about what we want to make, what we want to do, how we want to do it. I am all here for collaboration. I also think that that's the only way that art and artists really help each other, especially in the algorithms, in meaningful ways, because I think if we're going to be putting stuff out there, we should be doing so meaningfully, with good intention, just caring about the stories that we're putting out. If it's all just putting out stuff to put out stuff, then it really does start to become slop after a while, and even quality slop becomes slop. So let's make some cool stories. Work with me, I'll work with you. That's what I want to do. Let's be a part of something bigger, and let's make something better. Because ending these is really tough for me, I'm going to make a habit of ending on just a straight up positive note. And so the positive note of today is just going to be being a part of something bigger. I think it's really important. Being part of your family, being part of your community, being a part of your job and your company. I know it's really popular and awesome to just cut away everything that hurts right now and to just turn your back on anyone who's ever hurt you, or just forget anything that doesn't work out. But you're going to find that that's going to be almost everything in life, because nothing works out well the first time. Every human being ever has made mistakes, And all of us are learning while pretending we figured it all out. And what really helps is seeing that you're not alone, which is why I post. So, all of you aren't alone. You guys are a part of something bigger. By watching this video, you are a part of something bigger. And if you would like to continue to be a part of something bigger, I would very much encourage all of you to make something. Create, create, create. It doesn't matter what it is. You can play around. You can experiment. You don't have to know what you want to put in the world yet. That's okay. I just want to continue to encourage people to create and create and create and be a part of something bigger with me. I think that's where we're going to end it. Thanks, party people. I'll see you guys on the next Friday update. Peace.